Well, welcome back to our channel, where science meets storytelling, and where we explore the ideas shaping the future of our planet. Today, we journey into one of the most powerful emerging perspectives in environmental science, the eco-hydrological mindset. It is an approach that connects water, ecosystems, and human communities, offering a scientific pathway towards restoring landscapes that have been damaged by climate change, soil erosion, and unsustainable land use. Across the world, landscapes that once sustained forests, rivers, wildlife, and farming communities are undergoing profound transformation. Population growth, land pressure, deforestation, and changing climates have pushed many ecosystems beyond their natural resilience. In regions from Africa to Asia and Latin America, farmers now face declining soil fertility, unpredictable rainfall, and growing water scarcity. These changes are not isolated problems. They are symptoms of a deeper imbalance in the natural systems that regulate water and life.
Soil is one of Earth's most valuable resources, yet it is also one of the most fragile. The fertile topsoil that sustains agriculture forms slowly over centuries, but it can disappear in just a few seasons when exposed to erosion. Without vegetation to anchor it, soil particles become vulnerable to wind and water. Over time, the land loses its ability to support crops, absorb rainwater, and sustain ecosystems. Erosion begins when rainfall strikes unprotected soil. Each raindrop carries energy that dislodges particles of earth. As water begins to flow downhill, it gathers momentum, transporting sediment and nutrients away from farmland. What remains behind is often compacted, nutrient-poor soil that struggles to support plant life. Over time, this process creates deep gullies that scar the landscape and further accelerate land degradation.
The scale of global soil loss is staggering. Scientists estimate that nearly 24 billion tons of fertile soil are lost each year due to erosion. At the same time, more than 3 billion people live on land already affected by degradation. This loss of soil threatens food security, increases vulnerability to drought, and weakens ecosystems that regulate our climate. In many degraded landscapes, rainfall arrives with dramatic intensity. Heavy storms can deliver large volumes of water within a short period of time. Under healthy conditions, this rainfall would infiltrate the soil, replenish groundwater, and sustain vegetation. But when the land has been stripped of vegetation and organic matter, the water cycle begins to behave very differently.
When rain falls on compacted or degraded soil, much of it cannot penetrate the surface. Instead, water flows rapidly across the land as surface runoff. This movement accelerates erosion and transports sediment into rivers and reservoirs. Rather than nourishing the landscape, the rainfall becomes a force of destruction, washing away the very resources that ecosystems depend on. In healthy ecosystems, rainfall is distributed across several pathways. Some water infiltrates the soil to recharge groundwater, some evaporates into the atmosphere, some flows gradually into rivers. But in degraded landscapes, this balance collapses. The majority of rainfall becomes runoff, leaving only a small portion available to sustain plants and underground water reserves.
Groundwater is one of the most important hidden resources supporting life on Earth. It supplies drinking water for billions of people and sustains rivers during dry seasons. When rainfall fails to infiltrate the soil, groundwater levels begin to decline. Wells dry up, springs disappear, and ecosystems that depend on underground water begin to suffer. This imbalance creates a cycle that many communities now know too well. During the rainy season, intense runoff produces flash floods and soil erosion. But during the dry season, the absence of groundwater leads to severe drought. The same landscapes that experience flooding today may face water scarcity just months later.
Yet within these challenges lies an opportunity for a scientific understanding. Ecohydrologists study the relationship between water and ecosystems. Their work focuses on how hydrological processes, such as rainfall, infiltration, and evaporation, interact with plants, soils, and landscapes. By understanding these relationships, scientists can design strategies to restore the balance between water and life. In the field, ecohydrologists collect data that reveal how landscapes function. They measure soil moisture, monitor rainfall, map watersheds, and observe how vegetation responds to changes in water availability. These observations allow researchers to identify the processes that drive degradation and the opportunities for recovery.
Vegetation also plays a powerful role in shaping the movement of water. Roots create channels that allow water to penetrate the soil. Plant canopies slow rainfall and reduce erosion. Organic matter improves soil structure, increasing its capacity to store moisture. The ecohydrological approach is built on 3 guiding principles. First, scientists study the hydrological framework of a landscape. Second, they understand how ecosystems respond to water conditions. And third, they design interventions that align ecological processes with hydrological patterns.
Understanding hydrology means studying the pathways that water follows across the landscape, from rainfall and surface runoff to groundwater recharge and river flow. These processes determine how water is distributed across ecosystems. Ecosystems respond to water availability in remarkable ways. Plants regulate evaporation, stabilize soil, and influence how water moves underground. When ecosystems are healthy, they help maintain stable hydrological cycles.
Ecological engineering uses natural processes to guide landscape restoration. Rather than replacing nature with artificial systems, ecohydrology seeks to strengthen the natural mechanisms that regulate water and soil. Successful restoration requires collaboration between scientists, engineers, and local communities. Farmers possess generations of knowledge about their landscapes, and when combined with scientific research, this knowledge can guide sustainable solutions.
One common ecohydrological intervention is contour terracing. These structures slow water flowing down slopes, allowing it to infiltrate the soil rather than erode it. Vegetative barriers such as grass strips and tree belts further stabilize the land. Their roots anchor soil, while their leaves reduce the impact of rainfall. In gullies, small check dams reduce the speed of flowing water. These structures trap sediment and gradually rebuild fertile soil. Infiltration pits and recharge basins allow rainwater to penetrate deeper into the ground. This helps replenish groundwater that communities rely on. Over time, these interventions transform degraded landscapes into productive ecosystems. As vegetation returns, ecosystems begin to regulate themselves. Soil fertility improves, biodiversity increases, and water cycles stabilize. Restoration benefits not only ecosystems but also communities. Crop yields improve, water becomes more reliable, and rural livelihoods strengthen. As climate change intensifies environmental pressures, ecohydrology offers a scalable strategy for building resilience across entire watersheds. The ecohydrological mindset reminds us that nature is not broken, it simply needs cooperation. When we restore water cycles, we restore life itself. If you enjoyed this exploration of ecohydrology, subscribe for more stories about science, sustainability, and the future of our planet. Thank you for watching.